his Test century. There were no further runs scored in the day's play, and at stumps on the second day, 293 for 5, with Botham 103 not out and Derek Randall 71 not out. An unfinished stand for the 6th wicket of 178 runs. Of the New Zealand bowlers today, only Lance Cairns was successful. He took 5 wickets, and that brought up his 100 wickets in Test cricket. Richard Hadley bowled 15 overs for 48, and perhaps the most unlucky of the New Zealand players today, Ewan Chatfield, 20 overs, no wicket for 58. In progress between Ian Botham and Derek Randall, already worth 178 runs. The hope for New Zealand was that they could get an early breakthrough. The new ball was due in just the 2nd over of the day, but Botham on 103 and Randall on 71 were already well established in their respective innings. And Randall, who's been one of the batting successes of this tour, made sure that he was prepared for the day's play when he took a solid net before play resumed. Well, England 74 ahead when the first over was bowled. The first over saw 2 further runs added. Then came the new ball. Martin Snedden had first use of it, and we joined the action with him bowling to Ian Botham, who's on 104.
And Snedden again to Botham. And that's another wide delivery, and it's hammered through the offside by Ian Botham. 4 runs.
But sooner or later he was going to connect when he does so this time. A cross-batted drive, wide on the offside, poor ball. And it's Snedden bowling to Botham. On the front foot, and he's hit it on the onside, in the air. It's going to go for 4. Just over the left hand of Chatfield.
As Hadley moves into bowl to Randall. Randall forcing it off the back foot into the offside. And Botham going for a quick second run, and Bruce Edgar throws the wickets down. It's close, but Botham is safe. Brilliant piece of fielding from Bruce Edgar.
Bruce Edgar, that's the fieldsman on your screen at the moment. Absolutely brilliant. Very quick to the ball, picked the ball up and made a direct hit. The stumps at the bowler's end.
Snedden moves into bowl to Ian Botham. And Botham going for the big hit onto the leg side. He gets it over the top of square leg, and it's running into the boundary for 4 now. And that was Ian Botham's 20th 4 as Martin Snedden moves into bowl. And a little bit wider outside the off stump, Botham. Plenty of power outside the off stump, off the back foot, and that's going away through down the ground. 4 runs. 325 the score. Hadley to bowl to Derek Randall. And Randall square cutting Richard Head, a short ball outside the off stump. And that's not a very good delivery. 4 runs.
Cairns to Botham. On the offside, he drives it. Straight hit. See where that has gone, and that's gone right over the fence. 6 runs. Magnificent blow by Ian Botham. Let's have a look at this delivery again. Full swing of the bat. Lot of power going into it. And the result was never in any doubt. This time off the back foot, punches it away, and that's going to be 4. This is batting from another planet. There is no stopping this man. 138.
As Cairns continues, and that's another big hit from Ian Botham, but he hasn't got hold of it. It's straight up in the air. Jeff Crow's underneath and takes a very difficult catch, and that's the end of Ian Botham for 138.
Well, that's the way this man was playing. He was taking his chances. And an end of a very, very entertaining innings and very rich in value for England. Let's have a look at that dismissal. He's trying to hit the ball straight over the bowler's head, gets the outside half of the bat. It goes very high at point where we found Jeff Crow was waiting for it, and a well-judged catch.
Cairns to Taylor. It's a good shot too. He plays it just behind point. He'll get a couple of runs. Just eased into it. He'll look for 3. And Randall is coming back very quickly for 3. So with that shot, Taylor is off the mark. And the England 350 comes up. He tickles this down the leg side. He'll get it fine enough. It should beat Hadley. Go for 4. So that's 4 more to Randall. Just a very fine leg glance.
Lance Cairns straying a little down the leg side, and Derek Randall very effective on that leg stump. Hit it fine and beat fine leg.
Looking for a single. He'll get it too. It just goes behind Crow at point. And so Randall now on to 99. 368 for 6.
Chatfield to Derek Randall, who's on 99. Sound effects microphone giving you ample reaction there from Derek Randall, as it was a good delivery from Chatfield. 370 for 6. It's Cairns to Taylor. It's a single for the England wicketkeeper on this occasion. In fact, they're going to be able to come back for 2, as John Wright has a long chase around from third man. Taylor with 2 goes to 14. And it's 372 for 6. So Derek Randall just 1 short of what will be his 6th Test century. He's facing Lance Cairns. And there's a bit of hesitation here. This run might not count. And in fact, Taylor is run out. Bob Taylor is run out. And Randall is still on 99. Bob Taylor is run out for 14. England are 372 for 7. And Derek Randall did not bring up his 100 with that run. Let's look at the dismissal. Cairns and Randall turning him on the onside. Martin Crowe, smart piece of fielding. And the replay doesn't necessarily show us a great deal, but umpire Fred Goodall said Taylor did not make his ground. Out, run out. Well, the first hour's play today produced 77 runs. The last 22 minutes have seen just 2 runs added. And Randall's still on 99.
No!
Cairns to Cook. Cook driving, and it's a brilliant caught ball. No, Cairns doesn't quite hold on to it.
Well, goodness me, Warren, this looked like Lance Cairns had hold of a beautiful caught and bowled. Looked at Cook driving and Cairns throwing himself at the ground, picked it up at his feet, seemed to have it, and then rolled over, and somehow or other the ball fell loose.
Derek Randall on 99. He's been just over 40 minutes on that score. And Cairns moves into bowl to Randall. And he plays and misses outside the off stump. Cairns turning to bowl to Randall. Randall, a wideish ball outside off stump, but again, Martin Snedden at mid-off prevents the single. Here's the same mannerisms from Derek Randall, just a little quicker as Cairns moves into bowl. And he pushes into the offside, and that's his 100. And that's Derek Randall's 28th first-class 100 and 2nd in consecutive innings, and the 6th in tests, the first against New Zealand. And he spent 50 minutes on 99.
Yes, an amazing performance. This Just a little wide from Lance Cairns. Derek Randall dabbing it away, beating John Wright at a shortish third-man position and going away to the boundary for 4. Having a look from another angle, just standing up, opening the face, sliding off the face and racing away for 4. So after 50-odd minutes on 99, Derek Randall gets 4 to go to 103.
Cook's on strike, 2 attacking fielders, plus a slip as Cairns moves into bowl. A good ball, an appeal for caught behind, and he's out. Nick Cook caught Smith, bowled Cairns for 7 runs.
This ball from Lance Cairns, just moving in a shade, but then moving away off the track, tempting Nick Cook to attempt to drive, taking an outside edge, a loud appeal from all the New Zealand fieldsmen, and umpire Steve Woodward had no hesitation in giving Nick Cook out. So Lance Cairns, 7 wickets for 114 runs. What a magnificent performance by him. 39.2 overs.
Chatfield turning at the top of his run to bowl the last over of the last ball of the morning session to Derek Randall, and Randall cuts that one past point, and that's 4 runs. Takes the total to 394, and Derek Randall to 109. Not out. Foster's 4 not out. 394 for 8, and that's lunch.
So in 2 hours play in the morning session on this third day, England added 101 runs in the session. 77 of them came in the first hour's play, but only 24 in the last hour's play. The batsmen out in the session were Botham, a hard-hit 138. Taylor run out rather controversially for 14, and Cook out for 7. At lunch, Foster on 4, and Derek Randall still there, having brought up his 6th Test century, spending 50 minutes on 99. He's 109 not out. 394 for 8 is the England score at lunch.
Hadley to Randall. Oh, a delightful shot from Derek Randall. 4 runs. That's the England 400. 408 for 8. Oh, another delightful shot from Derek Randall. Pierces the gap between cover and extra cover. 4 runs. Randall 125. Cairns to Foster. That's a nice shot from the number 10 batsman. Classic cover drive for 4 runs. Hadley to Foster. There goes the first one. That's some retaliation for Neil Foster bowling short pitch deliveries to Richard Hadley back on Friday. It's 418 for 8. Hadley to Foster. .426 for 8. Hadley to Foster. And that's out. Caught by Jeffrey Howarth at third slip. Neil Foster is out for 10. 426 for 9. Richard Hadley has his first wicket. And Jeffrey Howarth's 200th first-class catch.
That's good bowling by Hadley. Well pitched up delivery, cutting away from Foster, going on the front foot, but straight to Jeffrey Hart, second slip, and a good catch.
Cairns to Randall. Oh, he has a real slog at this, but he hits it in the middle of the bat, way over mid-wicket for 4 runs. An effective shot from Randall, but hardly orthodox. Cairns, leg spin, he hits this one over mid-on, wideish mid-on. And that's 6 runs. Didn't appear to get that much bat on it, but he certainly must have. And this has gone over wide mid-on for 6.
Yes, this is an amazing shot. Not a bad-looking ball, but Derek Randall leaping down the wicket, attacking it with great enthusiasm and straight over, wideish long on for 6 runs.
Charges and crashes it through the covers, and that's 4. Good shot. 4 to Randall. That's his 150. Goes up to 152, Randall. And England to 448. Great performance by Randall. This one well pitched up to an outside off stump, but he progresses himself down the wicket. He's rounded that off stump, but he gave himself a little bit of room and crashed it through the covers. 1 for 97, Hadley. Oh, that's beautiful. I'd love to see that again. How to lose a little bit of poise and composure to a short delivery by Bob Willis. Hadley, another short one. He's hit him on the helmet this time, and he's really ducked into that. It's not all that short, but it's not really necessary either. In fact, that's hurt Bob Willis. Willis crushed it by Hadley. It's hit him on the side of the head. Watch how this one is bowled short, certainly, but Willis just squatted down and got into the line of it. And it's hit him on the side flaps, I would say, of the helmet. And it's causing him some discomfort. Obviously, you can't take the complete sting out of the ball through the helmet.
Snedden to Randall. That's on the stumps, and Randall hitting away into the onside in the air, and that's 6 runs. Snedden to Randall. Randall outside the leg stump. It's high in the air on the offside, and that's a boundary 4. Snedden to Randall. Again, he moves outside the leg stump and tucks it away through down past slip. Hadley, the fielder, at third man, and that's 1 run. It's the end of the over. 4-6-3 for 9. Hadley to Randall, and he hits that in the air, and Martin Crowe takes a lovely catch at mid-wicket, and that's the end of the England innings. Randall is out, bowled Hadley, caught Martin Crowe at mid-wicket for 164. Willis is not out 5. It's 463 all out.
Randall's end, trying to hit the ball over the top, but hits it straight to Martin Crowe, fielding at mid-wicket. End of a very good innings of 164.
So with the dismissal of Derek Randall for 164, the England innings totaled 463 all out, 132.4 overs, and the innings dominated, of course, by the number 6 and number 7 batsmen, Ian Botham and Derek Randall. A contrast in styles, Ian Botham typically swashbuckling, giving the bowlers a chance on plenty of occasions. In fact, he was dropped 3 times. Derek Randall, a chanceless innings, caressing the ball through the covers and the mid-off area. 164 he scored, and those two were associated in a partnership of 232, which is just 8 runs short of the all-time England 6th wicket record. So England 463 all out. The New Zealand bowlers conceded a first innings lead of 244, but their main performer, in fact their outstanding performer, was Lance Cairns. There's really not too much you can say about the effort of this man. A marathon 45 overs, 7 for 143. He becomes the first New Zealand bowler to take 7 wickets in a test innings on 2 occasions. He bowled with an amazing amount of stamina, and when we consider that he left the field last night complaining of a sore shoulder, it really is a magnificent effort and a great physical effort on his part to come back and complete this spell. And so the New Zealand...
What's great is 6 for no wicket in search of the 250.
The Champions League.
Willis, the first ball to John Wright. And it's on the line of the leg stump, and John Wright hits firmly away through the mid-wicket area. 2, turning for 3.
A short one, and he goes for the cut, and there'll be 4 runs from this. Bruce Edgar getting over it reasonably well.
And John Wright's hitting in the air, and he's out. He's caught it mid-on.
Watch the Stiller breed. Just dropped on him a little. He didn't get hold of it and hit a relatively simple catch.
Well pitched up delivery, and that's the ball. He's succeeded. Edgar is out, caught behind.
This is how it happened.
That's the line, roundabout off stump, got the edge, and Taylor, that magnificent wicketkeeper, completes the task.
And that's a good shot there from Martin Crowe. No need to run for that. He's just worked it. And another good shot, and that'll be 4 more. Oh, that's even better still. Let it come on to him, played it a little later, went through mid-wicket instead of through mid-on. Top stuff there from Martin Crowe.
At stumps on day 3, New Zealand are 2 for 93, with Howarth on 11 and Crowe on 8.
So Howarth to take strike to